Europe. It's a nice place to visit, but just stop sending us hockey players, all right? Great! That's Joey Koser. He'll drop them with just about anyone. Great jam! Only guys who don't like fighting are you press pipes. I'll tell you that right now. Great!
This is the point at which Don usually goes first of all, before we go any further.
Right. You know, okay, so wait a minute, I'm not through yet. Well, ask me the questions. That's your job. Before we get started, I'll tell you something about this guy. Well, you know, dopey. Whammo. This is only 3 minutes, eh? You know, people must wonder about what's going on. Let me just tell you, our friends, the Russians, 5 of them were in the playoffs. They played 23 games, and they had no goals.
But quite a few assists.
11. They had 11 assists.
Who's counting?
I knew this guy would say that. 11 assists. 11 assists, and they took back their $6 million.
I have the microphone over here. Not to gamble with Slat's machine, according to Don Cherry in this installment of the Coach's Corner.
That brought all this on was the Brown thing, and it was stupid. He should never have done it. And a 2-2 tie with the referee standing there even made it worse. That shows you his mentality. But let's quit picking on hockey. It's not that bad.
Well, Matt Snaslin, I think, raised a great point.
Snaslin? Of course he doesn't like the banging and the smashing. Why would he? He's only this high. But, you know, there's a big bodies out there, 200 pounds, and, you know, all you have to do is hit them. And when you hit them, you don't have to maim them, but hit them to hurt. I mean, nobody's afraid out there. That game tonight, Winnipeg, are you kidding me? They look like nothing either. Nobody hits anybody. Look like a tea party out there. Look, Swedes and Finns playing at December. Nothing, no hitting. Then you go down and you watch Pittsburgh and Canadians, wango. That's hockey. There's no hitting. If a guy can't score, then they bring up guys that are supposed to be tough, and they bring guys tough and they lay on the ice and they don't fight. They don't do anything. I mean, hit or fight or do something.
Toronto Maple Leafs have won 4 in a row at home and maybe on their way to a 5th.
Wendell Clark is a better hockey player with half a back than most guys is with fullback.
Most guys are. Wendell Clark is a big goal for Wendell. Clearly, he's bothered by this.
Literary giant here. Literary giant.
Important. You're setting an example to many young Canadians, and I think.
Yeah, well, I'm rich. I'm richer than you, and you can speak, right? So don't start telling me how to. I can count. So go ahead.
Don, we need you. I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. What is this?
I've been out here a couple of days, and a couple of my friends, Sly and Arsenio, let me borrow a few things. Yes.
Bill Ranford's in goal. Don Cherry, in case you're wondering who it is.
Well, Billy surely be in it. He'll stand on his head because he's well rested, and Grant needs a rest. I love the people out here. Look at them. Look at this floor director. The lovely people here. I love them. They're absolutely beautiful. They're gorgeous, well built, and the way they walk, and that's just the guys, I'll tell you.
What's this got to do with the game? I think you've had a little too much sun, honestly.
I'll tell you, I'm out here, and I've been reading the papers, and I can see how people say they really don't want fighting here, and I can see that. The hot weather, the people, I can see why we shouldn't have hockey here with fights. Yes, I can see that.
Do you want to talk about any of the players involved in this classic?
Yes, I want to first of all talk about Kelly Rudy. Here comes Kelly right now. There's Kelly right. He's coming in right now. And I love the little, we'll pick him up. I love the little blue string that hangs from the back. Don't you? I love him. You can see the little string there. See? Isn't it? I think it's blue chiffon. It fits right in with the LA image.
What's with the earring on the left side?
Well, when it's on the left side, that means I'm available. And not only that, hockey without violence is like a silver ballet.
Who are you picking?
I'm not picking. Let the best team win. Why keep score?
Like you, this one could go either way, I guess. Let's go.
One thing I don't understand. This is Harry Neal and I were talking about this. We don't understand a thing. You see, taking it on pardon me?
Right, you don't understand a thing, but go ahead. You and Harry are talking. Sorry to throw you off, but it sounded like you were on the right track, and I just wanted to maintain that flow. No, go ahead. Feel free.
We're told not to be stupid here, and you're acting stupid.
All right.
Okay, here's this punchy, all right. Now, just
go ahead.
Yeah, oh, thanks.
Go ahead.
All right.
Give it your best shot.
Von Alleman's watching me right now. Don Koharski's a good friend of mine, too.
They're not watching you right now. They're in the middle of a playoff game.
Andy Von Halleman is in his room watching right now, and Koharski's not watching, but they're good friends of mine. I'm going to tell you something. Why don't we, this is me talking, not Hockey Night in Canada.
Right.
This is not CBC. This is not you with your rule book. Why don't we go before the game? I'll tell you. Why don't we have 10 power plays for Buffalo and 10 power plays for Montreal, and we'll get it over with. At least they used to let us have hockey for the first round all the time. And then they'd have 20-minute penalties. I remember Andy last year in Chicago.
He was letting them play, though.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he must have got the word down. Hey, you're not calling penalties. I mean, let them play the game.
All right, I think I understand you on that. Another
Thanks.
strip off the stripes. But you say that all the time. What can
No,
Buffalo
I
do to
don't
regroup?
say it all the time.
Yes, you do.
I put up with it all season, sitting here watching power play after power play. I thought, well, finally we're going into the playoffs. We're going to see some hockey. Come on, we're going to see some hockey. I guarantee you, the second and third period, those penalties aren't called.
Montreal.
Now let's see some hockey.
Montreal.
We invented the game in my hometown, Kingston, Ontario. We have the Hockey Hall of Fame. We put 75% of the players in the National Hockey League, and the Yankee Doodle Dandles are telling us that we can't have a franchise. Now, let's
Sit up today.
All right.
And how are you feeling?
Not too good. I got the flu.
This has been going
How
on
do you
for
get the
about
flu when you
4
get a flu
weeks.
shot?
4 weeks you've had a cold. It's going around.
Still
Everybody seems to have it this time of the year. I have a guess, though. Maybe it's cholera.
All right, come on.
A lovely photo in the Edmonton newspapers today. What do you have to say?
I am deep trouble. Deep trouble. I have to admit that is not blue. That's not blue. That's another girl in my lap at a party. You know how you get to those parties, Ron? A weak moment, you have a picture taken, and I'm going to tell you who took the picture. It was Glenn Sather, my buddy, took the picture. Promised me. Never
Where?
mind, at a party. He took it at a party. I'm not saying where
You've
the
been
party
partying
was.
with Glenn?
Yes. He said he'd never show that picture of another girl on my lap. He did. She took it to the papers. It was in the papers today, headlines and things like that. So I'm in deep trouble, and you know, all the reporters are after Blue. All the reporters are after Blue. Phone her in Mississauga. I tried to phone and tell her about the girl and all that there. She hung up on me. And everything. Heartbroken over the whole thing. And Blue, I know you're watching Mississauga right now. And I want to apologize. It was a weak moment, and that bitch didn't mean a thing to me.
I'm a little surprised at you, I gotta say.
I still love the Bruins. They'll bounce back. Harry will do something. I'll tell you, I love them so much, I still wear their shorts.
No, you don't.
I certainly do wear the shorts, and I'm going to show you. Watch this, right here. Is that not the Boston Bruins shorts right there?
Have you noticed my tie yet?
Yeah, I don't know what. Something's coming here. I don't know what it is.
Well, Wednesday night you showed me your shorts,
Yes.
which was very kind of you, and I was so impressed. I went out and had a selection of your underwear put on my tie for this evening's telecast.
That's good. A million comedians starving to death, and you're trying to be one.
Yes, I obviously have your shorts in a knot. I refereed a game Tuesday. The Hamilton Kilty Bees put
Yes.
the sting on drug abuse, and they presented this to all of the fans. It's a decal, Don, and I thought you'd like it.
A decal? I
Yeah.
thought it was a decal.
Well, it's a decal, too.
Decal.
You can stick it someplace. Don Cherry in the Coach's Corner on Molson Hockey Night in Canada on CBC. This is the Coach's Corner from the Cow Palace. I got any beefs? Why would anybody coach in the NHL? So many are losing their jobs.
It's the same old story. Even these guys gone, it's ego. And I don't care what happens in the rest of their life. These guys will be known that they coached in the National Hockey League. It's something like you. When you go back in a couple of years to Red River, you can always know that you were on Coach's Corner at one time.
Well, since you bring this up, I'll never think of you anyway but the way I thought of you a week or so ago on the sofa. I was almost in Princess Margaret with Tony with a ruptured bladder, having a nice Sunday lollygagging in front of the set.
With Don Cherry. Molson Hockey
I look
Night
like the jerk and Steve Martin going
on CBC.
How could you possibly? What did they pay you to do that?
I never got paid a cent. You want to know what happened was, they asked me, and I say, I can't do that. And then I thought, I'd come out here with an earring. So that's the result.
Could be worse, Tony. You could have Saturday Night Fever. Ron MacLean with Disco Don Cherry on Coach's Corner on Molson Hockey Night in Canada.
You know, the first time that Don and I sat in this studio like this, he was just a rookie. He really was. You've done all right.
Yeah.
Keep at it.
You remember what I did?
I remember the night of the big fight.
No, but do you remember the first time I give you a
kiss? Then there's another one. See that? How many years apart? That's Don Cherry in the coach's corner. He even swept my earpieces out of here. He planned that. He planned that.
I got to say something now. This isn't funny what I'm going to say, and you women are going to get mad at me out there. But I was standing out in the hall here in the first 5 minutes, and it was a tip shot. A guy tried to get it over the blue line, and a guy tipped it, and it went over my head and hit this poor lady in the face. I'm telling you, when you come to the games, keep your eyes on the puck. And I'm telling you, I've seen some awful smacks, and it's always a woman yapping away there.
No,
look at the game.
Lots of fans. What are you talking? Both genders get involved in talking about the game. I agree.
I'm just trying to help
Look at the puck, but don't blame women, men, or anybody else for getting in the odd conversation when you pay
Wait a minute.
to get a ticket to come to the Forum. It's an exciting opportunity for a lot of people.
All right, ask some more questions. I'm trying to
Last night.
Now, has anybody ever seen Stevie Yzerman cheap shot it? Have you? I haven't. I've never seen anybody spear him, knock him down, punch him in the face, and I wonder
Cut
why.
down when he hurt his knee, he slid into a post.
He slid into a post, dummy. Don't be stupid. Anyhow, have you ever seen him cheap shot it? You never will. You know why? Because Bobby Probert's there, number 24. He will never be cheap shotted because he's got a policeman, and I guarantee you, if Pittsburgh had Bobby Probert, Mario would not have the injuries he's got.
All right, it's rude to point.
Well, all right, so I am pointing. You
Not to
interrupt,
mention
and it's
calling
also
you a
rude. It's also rude to interrupt.
Okay, just trying to keep things moving.
Don't worry about me, keeping things moving.
Little fisticuffs will help me cop another Coach of the Year, according to Don Cherry, in this installment of the Coach's Corner. Nice. Governors and GMs had a tough time with realignment. We're out of time, but do you have any thoughts on that?
I had no thoughts. I know one thing, Ottawa's awful happy they're in that Adams division to get Montreal. Can I ask you a personal favor?
Certainly.
Yes. The next time we do Coach's Corner, before you, would you not eat a Caesar salad or something like that?
Oh, that was pesto with
whatever
vegetables.
the hell it was. Don't do it again.
If I'm not mistaken. Thanks for your culinary expertise and everything else. GM's had a tough time with realignment. You know why?
Why?
Because even mechanics will tell you it's tough to realign with the big wheels.
I don't get that.
Don Cherry in the Coach's Corner on Molson Hockey Night in Canada on CBC.